5/22/25. Good morning, good morning. Tony here, the face behind the voice, with another episode of Teaching a Lion to Sing. You're in the Lion's Den. Our conversation today, misplaced aggression, and how that relates to domestic violence, and the title of this advocacy, Teaching a Lion to Sing. First, a few disclaimers. We will, on this platform, provide truth and educated opinions as they relate to the subject matter of the day. We will only allow guests that have something positive and hopefully educational to say. We will not use Teaching a Lion to Sing as a platform for sensationalism, because I am not here to shock, but to educate. We will not use someone else's fame or discomfort for likes, follows, or subscribers. If you want to know the dirt on somebody, I suggest you go to their platform, because we're not here to do that. I want my content to stand alone. My opinion, which is based off of facts. So let's go back to the subject matter today. Misplaced aggression. Let's start by comparing our young men with young adolescent lions. Our young men are born with the DNA to become aggressive, just like a lion. Both have to learn when and where to use that aggression. Primitive man had to hunt, they had to protect, and they had to secure their family, just as a young lion with his pride. Our problem is when that aggression is used against those that we are supposed to protect and provide for. In the lion's pride, which is the extended lion's family, there is just one alpha male. This alpha teaches by example how the other young males are to behave in this pride until they are ultimately driven out of the pride to start their own pride. They're not meant to hang around forever. Hint, hint. Our young men are not being taught how to act at an early age because we don't have enough alpha men. Let's repeat that. We don't have enough alpha men out there to teach them. This absence of a strong alpha man in these young men's lives has created a bunch of young men that are ill prepared to mature into a protector and provider. Due to their nature to dominate, they will use misplaced aggression to dominate those around them, usually an intimate partner or family. The abuse is going to continue, and it's going to get passed on unless there's an intervention. Unfortunately, our system, the one we have now, the one we have created through decades, our system of intervention is mostly negative towards these young men. And all that negativity does is fuel more negativity that's already inside of them. They become even more aggressive. This negative buildup of aggression is then used against the person they blame initially for everything that's going wrong in their life. And guess who that person is? The victim. Now, that creates recidivism. You have negative on top of negative. They go to jail or not, and they repeat. They're mad. And you put mad on top of mad on top of mad. And the only way they know how to deal with that is to become more aggressive, which is worse for the victim. These young men feel emboldened to be aggressive towards everybody except one person. They're not aggressive towards the alpha male. The alpha male is physically and emotionally able to help correct its behavior. But again, the alpha male is absent in this equation. Alphas, I'm speaking to you, alpha men. Let's rein in these young thundercats. Let's utilize every opportunity to correct this behavior whenever we see it. Somebody has to be enabling these young men to do what they do and act the way that they act. And guess who these people are? Guess who's creating these safe places for these young Thundercats with all this misplaced aggression? The people they hang out with. The people they play ball with. The people they go to sporting events with. The people they drink with. The people they smoke with. Not everyone in that equation is abusive, but they see the abuse. They know it's there. They just refuse to say anything. This is creating a safe place for the abuser. He knows that all this aggression towards him, there's somewhere he can go and not have to listen to it. Hang out with his friends. Hang out with family members, mostly male, that allow him to act the way that he's acting because they won't call him out on it. Alphas. What we need to do is make their existence in these safe groups uncomfortable, which means you got to call them out. If you know they're doing something they're not supposed to be doing, tell them to stop. Make it very uncomfortable. But not only that, show them by example. Show them by the way that you behave, by the way you treat your women or any loved one. Because women can be abusive too. So women, lead by example. If you know somebody's being abusive, show them how not to be abusive. What they need is to be taught in a different way. You can't change a lion into a dog, but maybe, just maybe, you can teach a lion how to sing. It's Tony.